Welcome to Drop the Puck. We're here at Deeside Leisure Centre for a Laidler battle between the Deeside Dragons 2 team against the Blackburn Hawks 2 team.
Well, on paper, this is a tasty one. I'm looking forward to this one. Obviously, both teams unfortunately sat down at the foot there of the Laidler.
Well, certainly you already pointed out they're both at the foot of the table, and regardless of the result tonight, it's not going to make any difference to the standings, because it looks like Blackburn Hawks 2 are going to finish in 10th place and Deeside Dragons 2 will finish in 9th. But it'd be interesting to see how this pans out. Both teams know each other well. There's a lot of rivalry there, but there's a lot of friendship there as well off the ice. It will be interesting to see what they do when it comes to dropping that puck. Do you fancy Blackburn to try and grab some points back tonight?
Read into it what you will, Gary. But I think on any given hockey night, any team could take it. I really fancy the Dragons tonight because it's their last game. They've got nothing left to lose. They're in the home barn. They're going to have a bit of support behind them. But let's not forget, it's that fabled Teddy toss game. So obviously, first goal tonight, we'll see all those Teddies come over the glass for charity.
Yeah, that'll be an excellent sight to see. Of course, players to watch out for tonight on both sides. Of course, Michael Fico's top scorer for the Dragons, and second highest scorer is Chris Keatings. Both will be vital for the Dragons. But of course, on the other side, the Hawks team, you've got Carl Price is one of those players to watch out for. He's their leading scorer, and you've got Joe Charlton as well. Interestingly enough, in the tie between these two, Dragons are leading it 2-1. Could this fourth one go to a tiebreaker of 2-2? Who knows, Ben?
Well, if it goes to overtime, more fun, more hockey. It wouldn't be the first time and drop the puck this season we've had an overtime game. But I really don't think it will do. Like I say before, I fancy the Dragons to come out all guns blazing, firing on all cylinders. I really expect them, maybe to catch Blackburn on the back foot with a quick goal.
So without further ado, I think it's time to go down to the ice, and it's going to be time to
drop the puck. As we get ready to start this first period here. Dragons in the white, Blackburn in the red. The puck drops, and we're immediately won by Blackburn. Murray forces it off the board, but Dragons getting to regain possession very quickly. Gary, a few notable mentions tonight. Stepping up due to their eligibility is Ryan Jones for the Dragons.
Well, it's more like a step down, isn't it?
Face-off will be to the right of Wilson. Starting netminder for the Hawks here, Luke Wilson. And immediately Blackburn with that face-off win tied down. Oh! Big hit there. And Keating imposing himself. Sorry, not Keating. Rob Griffin. Certainly doing his defensive duties there.
Yeah, it was a nice hit.
Looking at the stat sheets before this game. Oh, there's another tie up there. Both teams not shy of the penalty box. So this should be an interesting game.
Yeah, I think we know the rivalry between these two teams. There's no love lost. Great friends off the ice, of course, but when it comes to ice hockey, these two teams love to battle it out.
Spridgen knocks that on. Brings it round, picked up by Sobolov. Sobolov tries to go back and find Spridgen in the slot. Dragons do enough to keep it alive. And great early pressure coming. Blackburn trying to clear that out and do so. 5:06 gone in this first period. Face off to the left of Wilson. Dragons on the power play. Jones and Fellows circling that puck around. Fellows just sat it high on the blue. Shot comes in, out front.
Oh, there was an opportunity there.
Turned and cleared out there, crucially.
Yeah, Wilson had been turned completely.
Price
defender
did enough
to
play that out. But here comes Fellows down this inside channel. Price gets in there, digs out for his teammate to clear away. That was Mercer. And now Ryan Jones, normally wearing these colours for the Dragons 1 team. Tonight icing for Dragons 2. Takes it round, Price. Turns back.
Oh, and he's been stolen.
Price takes the puck off Jones. Jones, some great board play.
Is able to regain possession for the Dragons. Griffin tied up with Price. Mercer injects himself into that. It's going to be Edgerton who comes away with that. Keating pushes that round. And again, chewing up this penalty clock. 30 seconds remain in the power play. Wilson's going to jump on that and freeze it.
Hello.
And Jones, we know he's fiery. Won't back down. There's early signs there. That looks like Room.
Yeah.
He was having words with.
There's a few fireworks waiting to be lit off there.
It's either Room or corner. We can't tell if it's Evan corner. So face off now to the left of Wilson. 37 seconds remain in the power play. Penalty being assessed to Kovacs of the Hawks. Great tie up there by Charlton. It's the Hawks who come out with the puck, trying to clear it out. 3 men over for the Dragons though, make sure they secure it again. Edgerton feeds that round. Shot comes in. And Fellows. With great save there from Wilson. Face off to the right of Wilson. 19 seconds remain on that power play. 9:44 gone in first. Evans scoops that up. Takes it round the back. Finds Fellows high at the point. Jones with a shot. Coming back out. Picked up immediately by Charlton. Charlton skates that in. 4 men around him. Jones does enough. Big hit. Coming in there from Culshaw. And Abby Culshaw injecting herself into this game with pace immediately.
Yeah. She's not frightened to laying one on.
Tied up against the board now. Kovacs and Culshaw trying to scoop that out. Penalties expired. Back to full strength hockey. Trying to find an open pass. Picked up by Edgerton. Can't reel it in. Puck around Evans. Jones just chips in. It's gone straight to the Blackburn bench. I'm going to stop and play. 13:56 gone in this first period. Blackburn's first opportunity at power play. Penalty assessed for Perks of the Dragons for high stick. But it's a draw win for the Dragons. Fellows tries to clear out the zone. Evans does enough to push it out. Forces Blackburn back. Helm for the Blackburn. I almost went to say Eagles then, Gary. That's a force of habit.
Of course, Eagles are no more.
Big clearance. Textbook there with 1:30 remaining in this power play opportunity. And Blackburn is going to take a second to regroup and look to go again.
Well, both teams have been feeling each other out in this first period.
Shot in off the leg pads of Perry. Evans scoops that in immediately. Clears it out. It's a great play there from Gez Evans. And again, Evan corner for the Hawks. It's taken in now by Price. Price drops it off for Nixon. Miscommunication with Grimes. Helm, isn't it? Player's lost his stick. And their equipment's on the ice as Price under pressure there from Fico. Does enough. Fico clears it, takes it in. Opportunity shoots.
Oh,
great save from Wilson.
Yeah, good to get a hand behind that. He's seen that all the way. Stops Fico from getting the first one on the board tonight.
And with 19:24 on the clock into the final 30 seconds, Blackburn are going to be on the power play.
Yeah, it's been quite a close, intense game here in this first period. And the Dragons and the Hawks, neither one have got it in the net yet.
As Dragons try and desperately clear that out and do so. Right round, brought out of Murray, forced to go D to D. Tries to skate that in there. Was Ainsworth. Into the final 15 seconds. Don't forget, it's a 5-on-4 situation in favour of Blackburn. Oh! Shot there from Fico, just knocked wide. Final 5 seconds of this period. And there goes your buzzer.
Well, we've seen an interesting first period, a lot of action, a lot of physical play, more players spending a lot of time on the ice lying down than they have been standing up. But we come to the end of this first period, it's Dragons 0, Hawks 0. Join us after this break. We can get more action right here on Drop the Puck.
Welcome back as we get ready to start this second period. Face-off immediately won by Blackburn, who are still on that power play opportunity. 1 minute 18 in the penalty remaining. That penalty served just before the break of play into Dragons. Face-off in neutral ice. Draw win picked up by the Dragons quickly. Tried to be pushed out the zone. But to Blackburn and take it into the corner. Looking for a man, find one at the point open. Shot comes in. Perry's down, turns that out. And again, Dragons able to regain possession. Minute left in that power play opportunity for Blackburn. Oh, takes it in, all the way, shot, it's in! Keaton with the goal, and cue the Teddies. And here come the stuffed animals, Gary.
Oh, I thought you meant you were getting on the ice then, Ben. Sorry.
Obviously, the Teddy toss tonight in aid of Alderhay Hospital. Great charity, great support there from the Dragons. Each one of these Teddies will find its way to a very deserved child.
Yeah.
So with 4:37 on this clock in the second period, Blackburn offered another power play opportunity.
Oh!
Shot runs wide of Perry's net. And Dragons doing not to clear that all the way down.
Yeah, Dragons not doing themselves any favours putting these players in the penalty box. We always say it. You can't do any damage while players are sitting off the ice.
Blackburn now trying to get some momentum going in this game, but it seems like every time they do, the Dragons disrupt it. Dragons so far on paper having a textbook game, albeit players constantly in that penalty box. 1:25 now remains on that power play opportunity for Blackburn.
I think if Blackburn can manage to chalk one on the scoreboard, it'll make a different story. I think the game will be a lot more closer, a lot more physical.
Jones finds Evans. Dragons looking for another short-handed opportunity. Got shot in. Straight into the chest of Wilson. Culshaw back on the ice now. Chases down Jones. Jones using his defensive man. 3 Hawks players now. Trying to take the puck. Price.
Oh!
Great opportunity from Blackburn.
Yeah, you would have put your money on Price getting that one.
It's off the side netting. 4 seconds remain in the penalty. Penalty expires. Back to full strength hockey.
Oh, and again, Culshaw just missed the opportunity.
Spridgen getting tied up there with Price. Plant tries to get his head up, find a teammate, uses his defensive man. Man open at the point marker. Banks loses his edge.
Oh!
Great check from Jones. And now Fico finds Plant. Plant tries to take it around Price. Price, pressure at the point. Lots of shouting coming from both benches. Helm now, Spridgen trying to poke check that away. Jones gets there. And straight over as well as Nixon.
Yeah, the Hawks
out in front. Price, shot, Perry's down. Cleared that with the leg pads. Yeah. 10 minutes 10 gone in the second period.
The Hawks
and Fico's wide open. Man skates over. Corner does enough there.
The Hawks certainly fancy their chances. The amount of pressure they put on that D-side net so far.
The intensity just taking it himself up another notch now, Gary.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they haven't scored one up yet.
And this becoming a little bit of a tasty game. As now Grimes skates that on, shot in. Perry knocks it away with the stick. Still, it's Charlton. Another shot comes in, Perry's down again. Charlie Perry having an absolute blinder tonight. Nixon. Pushed off him from Spridging. Humphreys jumps on the loose puck. Shot in, straight into the chest of Wilson. And the officials edge having a word with Joe Humphreys.
Yeah, it looked like he just clipped the netminder there as he was going by.
Face-off to the right of Wilson, 11:09 gone in the second period. Blackburn with the face-off win. Griffin puts it straight back in, out in front for Keating, and he's got it again! Chris Keating with his second goal of the night for the Dragons.
Well, he's been putting the pressure on, the Dragons have been showing that they got the taste with his scoring tonight, but Blackburn got to be kicking themselves as Keating slots that away calmly, and you've got to think, is there more in this game, Ben? It's Dragons 2, Blackburn Hawks 0.
Face-off, won by the Dragons. 13:38 gone in this second period. Another shot in, out in front, dangerous. Wilson's done enough to turn it out.
Yeah, he didn't get a grip.
Looking for the backdoor opportunity, poking a pickle.
Somebody slammed into the goal.
And here it goes, it's been brewing all night. And the two players seem to have gone there, that's Price and Fico. Price and Fico not wanting to do anything about it though now. The main action behind the Blackburn net. And that's all come from Fico.
Yeah, it was a bit of one of the players was going in there and they were trying to get it off Wilson. And one of the Dragons players gets slammed into the post.
So to the left-hand side of Perry will be the face-off. It's immediately won by the Dragons. Dragons only with 3 skaters on the ice for the next 1 minute and 30. Blackburn with 4. 14-13 into this second period. Ainsworth looks to go back into the corner with the puck. Finds Murray. Murray under pressure from Edgerton, but he's brought it inside, shot in. Perry seals out that inside post. Fellows does enough to clear it out, only onto a Blackburn stick. Big slap shot comes in. Dragons do enough to clear it out, and it's now Fellows. Takes it over the halfway, takes it inside the blue, deep in the Blackburn zone. Great way to chew up the clock here.
And Ainsworth doing enough there to pull Fellows off.
Yeah, turn him into the cul-de-sac. Nixon tries to find Jones forward, does Fellows. Wilson just turns that out. Murray for the Hawks. Pushes that over the far side for Helm. Knocks it back. Winds a shot up straight into the chest of Perry.
And he didn't keep hold of it.
Yeah, you'd expected Charlie Perry to hold that one, but I think he's just trying to keep the play going. Another shot comes in from Ainsworth. And Perry, dare I say, and curse him, has been a bit of a brick wall tonight.
Well, he is big, and he fills that space up quite well, but he's done a grand job tonight.
5 seconds remain on the initial penalty served to both Price and Fico. 2-1, the gates are open, both men enter back into the fray. 5-on-4 situation in favour of Blackburn. 20 seconds remain on the penalty served to Evans. Nixon loses the puck, Fico straight back in, straight back on the puck. 10 seconds now remain. Just entering the 16th minute of this second period, and the puck's going to go into the bleachers. As again, Blackburn on the break with Price. Evans gets his stick in the way. Price still fighting for that. Dragons going to scoop up the loose puck. Plant. Gets around Charlton, dumps into the corner. Dragons chase down with Humphreys. Blackburn, 3 men over. And again, trying to work that puck out their own zone. Spridging ties up Humphreys, 2 men go down. Charlton Takes it round Fellows. Forced a long way round though. Oh. Big hit from Sandal.
Well, that was a good check into the boards. But Charlton's bounced back up and he's right in front of that net again.
And this intensity picking up once again late into the second period.
And the Dragons just get it away.
Spridgen. Big check in from Price. Final 2 minutes. And Charlton, that's a penalty, left the ice there as he went in for that on Humphreys. Sandal certainly not happy, and they're going. Oh, Charlton and Sandal. Some big rights in from Sandal. Charlton, he's got him.
Well, Sandal's got the highs on him here.
Big hit again.
And the length. And
there goes the Shares.
The officials break that one up, but I don't...
And we love a bit of this on Drop the Puck.
Sandal wasn't finished with that one.
Nathan Sandal sticking up for his teammate.
And as much as we love it, the gentleman handshake there, both players go to the box. And in these final 2 minutes here at Deeside Leisure Centre, things have heated up.
Get a serviette, Gary, this is getting real tasty. As we're into the final 10 seconds now, Blackburn do enough to clear that out. Puck down, right by Perry, and there's your buzzer.
Well, we said it was going to get feisty, it certainly got tasty. We've seen a fight, we've seen 2 goals, and we've certainly got a game on our hands here between these 2 teams. It's the end of the second period, with the Dragons leading 2-0 here at the Den. Join us after this break. We bring you more of the action right here on Drop the Puck.
Welcome back to Drop the Puck as we get ready to start this third period. We can see the extra 2 minutes being added on the clock now to the Dragons, so Priestley's going to sit the penalty for that. We've got ourselves a bit of 4-on-4. And again, immediately, Edgerton finds Fellows, pushes that over, shot comes in. Oh, Evans looking for the deflection. Evans ties up in the corner with Ainsworth. And now, trying to make a move is Nixon. And 5-on-4 now as Blackburn get one of their men back. So Blackburn on the power play opportunity again for the 5th time tonight.
Yeah, at least.
Minute remaining on that as we break the first minute into this final period. Blackburn just working that puck around, trying to find the opportunity. Nixon goes down.
And they're just allowing the Dragons to dictate the game here. The Hawks have got to get a grip of this.
Jones takes a shot, comes off the skate. Evans over, he's got Ainsworth. The official needs to get out of there, otherwise he'll get caught up in the ruckus. Oh, spins off the check there. Nixon takes it round Edgerton. Takes it into the blue, and gets his head up, shot comes in.
He's on his own and there's nobody there to support him.
Perry again. Great save for the Dragons. 20 seconds remain on the power play opportunity. Edgerton takes it round his man. Supporting the slot from Fellows. Fellows injects himself into that. Certain his dominance, turns on a dime. Oh. Great shot. Great skill to get that shot off. Forces a save out of Wilson. Priestley,
it's in!
And it's in as Priestley returns to the bench and we go back to full strength.
And he just gets hold of that puck on the left-hand side of Wilson and just fires a shot into the top of the net. And he's extended the lead here for the Dragons tonight. It's surprisingly Dragons 3, Blackburn Hawks 0.
As we get the action back underway after that Edgerton goal for the Dragons. 2 minutes 15 now on the clock in this third and final period. Oh. Out in front in the paint. Parry needs to keep his eye on that. Banks gets over there. Great check. Fico's going to pick up the puck near side though. Uses the boards. Thomas just loses his edge and gets back onto his feet quickly. Evan Corner skates that round. Now the Dragons back in the Blackburn zone. Finds Banks at the point. Feeds man over in Perks. Puck goes in.
Nobody there. Oh!
Out front, Plant couldn't reel it in. Fico tied up, it's in! Fico!
Oh, and it was a deflection. Fico got that and slammed it in, and it deflected off either the keeper, back of the keeper or the defender. Goes into the back of the net, and as quickly as we just started this game, the Dragons extend their lead here tonight. It's now Dragons 4, Hawks 0.
So there seems to have been some confusion here, Gary. We'll go down to Pete between the boxes and get some clarification as Fellows enters the box. Pete, can we have the official call?
Yeah, Deeside have been given a 2-minute delay game penalty. That's going to be served by the captain, Stevie Fellows.
And for the first time tonight, Blackburn, while on the penalty kill, applying some pressure.
Yeah, looking quite good defensively at the moment.
Managed to chew up a minute of that penalty already.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they can maintain it.
Fico turns up ice, loses the puck, but it's trickled through neutral ice there, jumped on by Griffin of the Dragons. He gets sat down, and Fico's going to pick that loose puck up. 42 seconds remain. Blackburn caught short on the change. Plant has to come back out as the puck's turned around. Big hit!
Big hit
on Plant from Mercer.
Yeah, right in front of our cameras. That was interesting to say the least.
Fico rides the check from Kovacs. Officials in the way. Manages to find a puck over the far side. Thomas is over there. And now the Dragons on the receiving end of some of the rough play coming. Shot comes in. It's in!
Oh!
And Nathan Sandor with the shot. It trickled through two Blackburn players and beats Wilson.
Yeah, they've been applying that pressure, and when it looked like the Blackburn Hawks had just got the measure of them defensively, Deeside step up, and it's Sandal that slots it home to extend the lead here tonight at the Den. It's now Dragons 5, Blackburn Hawks 0.
Face off deep in the Blackburn end, won by the Hawks, but the Dragons immediately applying the pressure. Great check on Wilson, and we've got after Spridgen. It's all gone straight over. Spridgen's in there. Well, there's Spridgen, there's Ainsworth, there's Wilson.
Oh, and one of the officials is on the floor.
And we knew it was going to happen. We'd literally said seconds ago.
Well, this isn't gonna end. The officials are struggling to get this broken up.
And the only way he can do it is literally inject himself right in there. We're still going though.
Bacon's got over
Murray. Murray's gone.
I think Bacon got hold of Charlton there and pulled him away.
Perks and Murray are going properly. We're going to have ourselves another bout. Murray with the right, Perks with a big right hand drops him. Straight back up, Murray's not going again. Firing lefts. The officials are going to break it up. Well, Gary, we came for the hockey. The boxing's a bonus.
Well, what can you say? It's been feisty. We said he was going to fire off. Nobody expected that, but it's there's still a little bit left in this game yet.
So let's go with a roll call in the benches, as we've got Daniel Room, Murray and Ainsworth currently sat for the Hawks. And on the opposite side, in the Dragons penalty box, we've got Callum Wilson and Billy Perks. Well, it's just a pity this had to be the last episode.
Well, it is. It certainly is the last episode for our TV viewers. Well, of course, you can catch all the playoff action in the Laidler on our YouTube channel, which is BASN Radio, along with all previous games of Drop the Puck that we've shown. But this has certainly been a feisty affair. The fans are loving this. Like I've already said, Ben, we've still got 5 minutes left of this to go.
So, to get the full clarification of that melee of penalties, let's go back down between the box to our man Pete. Pete, are you there?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. D-side have had Callum Wilson thrown out. He's got a 5 in game for interfering with the referee.
Ooh.
And all the other penalties are just 2-2 and roughing, which are all coincidental. So it's going to be a 5-minute penalty for D-side and a 2-minute penalty for Blackburn.
Cheers for that, Pete. As we get back underway with the action, we can see on the clock there a 5-minute penalty assessed to the Dragons, a 2-minute penalty assessed to Blackburn. As you can see, a quick head count there on the ice shows you we got some 4-on-4 hockey.
Well, this is the point now. Clearly, the Dragons are going to be a man down for a good majority of the remainder of this period. So the Hawks have got to try and capitalise when they get that extra man.
Big hit there. And it's quite clear that explosiveness we saw before has not completely emptied the tank.
No, it looks like they want more parties in that penalty box.
And Kovacs and Bacon trying to goad Kovacs. Kovacs, quite rightly, for the first time tonight, skating away.
Oh. And I don't think the officials are letting it go.
No, Kovacs is going straight to the box. Bacon's going to the box. And you can see now the Blackburn are still trying to pile on that pressure. Dragons, though, in receipt of the puck. Sat behind his own net. Just working that puck around. Dangerous mistake, it's cost them! And there's the poacher's goal they've been looking for all night.
Well, they had to do it against 3 men. The Dragons have fought hard to keep that puck out. But it looks like Charlton has got the puck in the net finally for the Hawks. And it's now Dragons 5, Hawks 1.
And now the quick shot in again. Post out in front of Perry, trying to jam him up. Kovacs on the puck of the point, looking for the deflection. And it's gone in.
My goodness.
And that goal accredited to Abigail Rawcliffe.
Well, she must be absolutely over the moon. A little bit, too little too late in this game. But she's got the second score here for Blackburn. It's now Dragons 5, Blackburn 2.
Tom, a visit to the Den tonight, an interesting result. Was it the game you expected?
No, not at all. Similar story to last time we were here. I think one of our big problems is whoever we play, we match their level of play. So like last time we played Widnes, Alty, you know, we play well. As soon as we play someone towards the bottom end of the league, especially Dragons, we play rubbish. I think what cost us tonight was a lack of pressure.
So was there a game plan heading into tonight?
Yeah, the game plan was just kind of play our normal game, go hard. We've been working like a 2-man forecheck. Just got to go in with speed, and that's what we lacked tonight, and that's why we fell down.
Now, it's been a tough season for the Hawks. A lot of people have written it off, called it a development season. Yourself personally, how have you found it being at the helm?
Exactly that. It has been a development season. I think any season for a team, it's the first season, it's always going to be the same. You know, we were kind of cobbled together for 2-3 weeks before the season. All new faces, a lot of players stepped up from rec. Like myself, I haven't played for the last 5 years. So it's taken a good season to get back into it, to be fair. But next season.
Now, immediate plans in the future, obviously, what are they going to be for yourself and the team?
Immediate plans, we've got one game next weekend against Telford, then have a few beers, chill out, have 5 weeks, but we've kind of got a bit of some backroom staff now to help us for pre-season, can get our trials in early, get our team together early and hit the ground running, like I said, next season.
Well, superb. It's been a great season having you here, and drop the puck, and Tom, we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Carl, an interesting result there tonight. Yourself, you know, trying to get on the score sheet there, I think you did towards the end. What was your view of the game?
We like Tom said, we didn't really pressure. The game plan tonight was, we know they're in the same kind of level as us. We needed to pressure them hard, pressure that D to cough up the puck, and we just needed to go constantly. That was really our downfall tonight, not pressuring. A few players having off games. I mean, we played yesterday. Yesterday was another nightmare showing for us. We get a bit drawn into what's not hockey related, and it being a very young team. I mean, the average age of our team is about 20 years old. There's only 3 of us over the age of 25, and stuff like that coming through the Blackburn juniors, it's quite small at the moment. I'd say there's not many players coming through, so obviously that inexperience from all them younger players is shown.
Now, discipline's a big thing we talk about here on Drop the Puck. Kind of got away from both teams tonight, to be fair. We knew it'd be a feisty affair. Were you expecting it to be as rough and tough out there?
To be honest, no. I mean, I think I've seen more of our players fight tonight than the entire season gone by, and players that I've never even seen fight before decide to just go. But all to them, they probably wanted to spur the team on. They probably wanted to enjoy a little bit of hockey before, well, if you want to call fighting hockey. But they probably wanted to enjoy the night, and fair play to them.
Now, for yourself, leading scorer here for the Hawks 2 team this season. What immediate goals have you got for yourself in the future, and obviously for the team?
So obviously immediate goals, we want to improve our fitness and we need to get more systems down. I mean, like Tom said, we were thrown together 2 weeks before. I got the coaching role literally a week before the season started, and I just had to pluck players out for now. We've had a few drop off, and it's been hard to get lines and everyone's role set down in the team. I mean, tonight I had to play a bit of D. For the last few weeks I've had to play defence, and I've never really played defence in my entire career playing hockey. So hopefully with the immediate plans is to try and scout a few players out, develop them more, and get Blackburn Hawks to a kind of ethos of what they want to be playing like we want to be a gritty team. We want to get in there, pressure hard. That's what this league's about. It's about pressuring hard, getting the other team to cough up the puck, make the mistakes and capitalise on them.
Super. Well, we wish you the best of luck for the season. We'll catch you again soon.
Yeah, thank you.
And with Chris Keaton of the D-Side Dragons 2 team. Chris, an impressive performance from yourself there tonight. 2 goals to your name as well. How did you find the game?
It was a tough start, actually. He weren't letting up much in terms of the goal. He was playing brilliantly. And luckily, on the shorthand, I managed to get away and pop in the first goal. And the second one just sort of dropped to me in front of the goal. So it was a nice little opportunity, really.
Now, it's fair to say it's been a tough season for the Dragons 2 team. We've seen, obviously, a lot of losses, but a lot of lessons learned from that. Is there anything you're personally taking away from this season?
Me personally, I'm just really proud of the boys, and I'm proud of myself. Taking it's the first year at league. After a few years, I used to play back at Lancashire Raptors, and yeah, I mean, popped a few goals in this season, so I'm really proud of how I played.
Now, looking ahead towards the future, what is in the future for the Dragons 2 side and yourself?
Well, we'll have to look at what's going to happen over the summer with the league changes, but hopefully the boys are still going to be here, and hopefully we'll still have a team.
Brilliant. Well, Chris, good luck for whatever may come, and we'll see you again soon.
Great, thanks.
And with player coach of the Dragons 2, Steve Fellows, and young prospect Billy Perks. Guys, really interesting game out there tonight.
Yeah, it was. When we played Blackburn, it's a tough game for us. I know we're the whipping boys, and people see them as the whipping boys. But the first period it was 0-0, and then there wasn't too many goals in each period. But both teams were working hard. Everyone was fighting for the puck, and in the end, I think the score reflects how we played. We won the game. A couple of fights there. Some of the younger lads stepping up for the team, which is nice to see as a coach. And I'm happy with the performance tonight.
So obviously you mentioned a couple of fights there. Billy, you were one of the lads that dropped the gloves tonight. Was it kind of a premeditated thing or spare of the moment?
I could see it coming. I've had a lot of trouble with him in the past. We always come fist to fist, so we just decided to drop him and have it out.
So looking at that game from your perspective, how did you find it out there on the ice?
Yeah, it was hard. There was a lot of big hits and a lot of big players out there, but the score really does it for us, so it's a good win for us, so I'm happy.
Now, it's been a tough season, some might say, for the Dragons. We knew it was always going to be a development season, but surely, Coach Steve, it's got to be a nice way to round that out there for you.
Yeah, I mean, it does get frustration, lots of frustration after, we play teams week in, week out, and we're not expected to win. It's all about the performance. So it can be a bit disheartening at times. You know, we're playing these teams like Widnes, like Sheffield and Sutton, you know, won the league, and you know, we're not expected to win them, but it's about the performance. The other week where we were in Sutton, there was only like a couple of goals in it going into the last period. So, you know, at times we've had really good performances where we played the Wild in their place. There was 1 goal going into the last period and we had a short bench. So it is one of them. I think I've always said at the beginning of the season, let's evaluate at the end of the season, and as hockey players and as a group of players, we'll be a lot better than where we were at the beginning of the season. So I think on tonight's performance, we're on track to meet that.
So Billy, going into next season, you know, what personal goals have you got set for yourself?
Getting to ENL1, doing the first team. Don't know, to be honest, like try out for England or go somewhere bigger with it. But
fair enough. And Steve, yourself, obviously the head, you know, future of the Dragons. Where can you see it going?
Well, with our team that we set up, it was a pathway team. It was about development. It was about bringing through the guys like we've done with Bill tonight. And there was like a number of guys from the academy playing for us. So it's an opportunity to play senior hockey and league at that standard. I think, you know, we'll probably see some changes with what happens with the league, what happens with the D1 side. And you know, we'll just have to evaluate ourselves as a hockey club. You know, there's a few options for us. I think, you know, on tonight's performance, with the amount of guys that we had, you know, let's not forget all the guys that played tonight, all paid to play, so they fund the hockey team. And I think we're just going to have to see how things pan out in the summer. But hopefully, you know, there'll be 2 teams here next season competing in the league. Hopefully.
Well, it's been a great season here on Drop the Puck, watching you guys. Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll catch you in the future.
Cheers. Thank you.
Well, Ben, 5-2. But I tell you what, some fireworks in that one.
Fireworks? I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. We called it during the game. We could see it bubbling under the surface, that underlying tension. Didn't realise the Dragons would get under the Blackburn Hawks skin that much. But do you know what? Made for great viewing.
It did, and it was definitely an episode for the fans, and it's a great way for us to round off the season, of course, and the series here on Drop the Puck. Well, by the way, you can catch all the episodes previously of Drop the Puck on our YouTube channel, which is BASN Radio. But nevertheless, a great season for both teams. They've taken a lot from this.
Yeah, both steep learning curve, to say the least. It was always going to be an off-script season, and again, looking towards the future, nobody knows what it holds, because it all depends on those new possible and rumoured changes to the league. They could see it go to a 3-tier league, or they might stick a 2-tier, nobody knows.
Well, both teams will hopefully get some promising young players stepping up there. You know, the Dragons have, because they benefited this season D1 from some of those players. Hopefully Blackburn Hawks too will be the same. Yeah,
you know, there's a lot of possibility there and a big pool of players to pick from.
Well, it's been great here over this season, Deeside Leisure Centre. We'd like to thank all the fans and all the staff here, and it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.
We've been Drop the Puck.